So Caitlin Clark is, let's be completely real, like when people are talking about these CBA negotiations and everyone's saying the most important players are the people that are on the committee, let's be completely real. The most important player in CBA negotiations is Caitlin Clark. The second most important player in CBA negotiations is not necessarily Caitlin Clark, or say obviously not Caitlin Clark, it's Angel Reese. The third most important player, Sabrina Ionescu. The fourth most important player, AJ Wilson. Fifth most important player, Paige Beckers. And maybe if you want to put Paige Beckers at third, fair enough. They are the most important.
She didn't just hint at the future. Caitlin Clark, the most important voice in the WNBA labor talks, spoke about the 2026 season as something that is definitely happening. Another top player agreed, sending a strong and clear message that the WNBA is here to stay. This was not just hope or confidence from a star player. It was a smart and powerful statement meant to calm rumors about a possible strike. What this means is huge for players, fans, and the future of women's basketball. The league's biggest stars are now guiding its direction, and their words matter more than ever.
Got Caitlin Clark saying this, and obviously Angel Reese during the week was talking about her biggest goals, and she was talking about playing in the playoffs. So you've got the two most important players in league negotiations, talking as if it's a guarantee that it happens. They're talking as if it's a guarantee, and that's one of those things that I don't think people really are like taking into account, is that it really does matter when you've got these players talking like it's completely guaranteed. Talking like...
And she wasn't alone. Angel Reese, a strong star in her own right and one of the most important voices in these high-stakes talks, also spoke clearly about her future goals, especially competing in the playoffs in the coming years. This is not a small detail. When the two biggest and most influential players in the league talk about the future as if it is guaranteed, it sends a powerful message. These are the players who drive TV deals and sponsorships. Their words help calm fears, reassure fans, and tell sponsors that the league will continue. This clear and shared message is not accidental.
Imagine your legacy being destroying the sport that you made a career on. Like if the WNBPA, like if the PA calls a strike and people are like, oh, 97% of the players like voted for a strike. No, they didn't. 97% of the players basically said they trust the CBA. They trust the CBA. Or say not trust CBA, they trust the PA. That if that they're okay to strike if...
The importance of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's statements cannot be ignored. During tense CBA negotiations, every word from top players is closely watched. When these stars, instead of league officials, speak about future seasons as a sure thing, it changes the story completely. Their calm and confident tone is not accidental. It is a smart and intentional way to ease concerns and show stability. This is more than simple talk. It is a careful move to protect the league's momentum and prevent doubt or rumors from slowing progress. They know their influence and are using it to help secure the WNBA's future.
Like voted for a strike. No, they didn't. 97% of the players basically said they trust the CBA. They trust the CBA. Or say not trust CBA, they trust the PA. That if they're okay to strike if nothing happens. That they're okay with the strike as a last resort. And if nothing else, that vote is just in solidarity. Like, the reality is that even if it was 60%, it would make absolutely no difference. But the players also know that if half the league, if it ended up being 60% voting, that the league would just...
While official CBA committee members play an important role in negotiations, the real power often belongs to the league's biggest stars. Caitlin Clark is more than just a player. She is a cultural force and a brand on her own. Even without sitting in negotiation rooms, her public words carry more weight than long private meetings. Her voice reaches fans and investors directly, cutting through uncertainty. Along with Angel Reese, she is helping confirm the league's future from the court instead of the boardroom, showing a new kind of influence in professional sports.
Aren't necessarily like taking into account how important it is. The likes of a Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese talking as if it's a guarantee, how important that is. Because at the end of the day, these are players that Nike, Reebok, these big brands are kind of like Nike are putting a lot of stock in Caitlin Clark. Like, there's a lot going into Caitlin Clark. I think this Team USA camp, and imagine if Team USA fuck about and don't pick Caitlin Clark. Nike on the spot would probably just drop them. The rumor is, again, this is
a common misunderstanding surrounds the recent strike authorization vote. Many people thought the 97% approval meant players were ready to stop playing and risk the 2026 season. That is not the case. The vote was mainly a show of unity and trust in the Players Association. It means players are willing to strike only if it becomes absolutely necessary to get a fair deal. They do not want to cancel the season. This vote is a strong negotiation tool, showing togetherness and strength, not a desire to harm the league they have worked hard to grow.
Complete online rumor I'm seeing on Twitter. This doesn't mean anything, but the rumor is that the Caitlin Clark shoe is going to be revealed during a Super Bowl commercial. That is what the rumor is. That it's going to be revealed during the Super Bowl, which is what, like, I'm just trying to think when it comes down to it. When is the Super Bowl? It's start of February. It's always going to be the start of February anyway. It was the 10th of February last year, I think. It was 10th of February. Either way, though, look, at the end of the day, this
united front is critical. Even if a strike is unlikely, the possibility of one is the strongest leverage. Players have to push for better pay and working conditions. Without a strong show of unity, the Players Association would not have enough power to negotiate meaningful changes. Players understand this clearly. To reach a projected 6,700% pay increase, they must stand together without hesitation. This effort is not about shutting down the league. It is about raising it higher and making sure players earn a fair share of the league's growing success.
Games in March, they are all going to be a lead-in to what is going to be the biggest WNBA season ever, because the assumption is like that the season is going to happen, the Caitlin Clark is going to be healthy, the Paige Becker is going to be even better, the Age is going to continue her dominance, the Fee is going to be healthy coming into the season, that Angel Reese is going to have the most competent team around her that she's had in her career. And by the way, so many people were like, oh, and rival play means nothing. I was like, oh yeah, winning and losing means nothing. But I'm like, stats mean nothing. But I'm like,